Right now we are going to work on using equations to represent word problems. That means that there's going to be a math problem, something plus something equals something, or something times something equals something. That's what an equation is when there's an equal sign in a word problem or in a math problem. So our first problem we're working with is a dance teacher tells her hip hop dancers to line up in 5 straight rows. In each row there are 3 dancers. The letter D stands for the total number of dancers. What equation can you use to find D? Well, they've given us 2 options here. We've got 5 times 3 is D, and 5 plus 3 is D. So if we are trying to figure out how many dancers there are, that's what D means, D for dancers. So both of these equations have the letter D, and that is our missing variable in this word problem. We don't know how many dancers there are. So anytime you see a letter in a math problem, ask yourself what? Put a question mark there. So we could say 5 times 3 equals what? Or 5 plus 3 equals what? So we also need to figure out, is this word problem representing 5 times 3 or 5 plus 3? That means, are we adding 5 3 times, or are we adding the number 5 and the number 3 together? Well, let's go back to our word problem. It says, a dance teacher tells her hip hop dancers to line up in 5 straight rows, so there's a number 9. And then it says, in each row, there are 3 dancers. In each row, so that clue word, each, that tells me that I'm working with multiplication or division. That's the key word for each. Multiplication or division. But in this, on our options, we either have addition or multiplication. And I'm going to choose multiplication, and actually I can back this up. I'm going to draw my 5 rows. They're not exactly straight, but 3, 4, my 5 rows. And let's draw some dancers. In each row there are 3 dancers. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. We are drawing equal groups. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, and 3. So the equation that matches this word problem is 5 times 3, because we can show that we are multiplying in this word problem. Let's go to the next one. Carter has 12 short sleeve shirts. He also has 10 long sleeve shirts. The letter S stands for the total number of shirts Carter has. Which equation can you use to find S? So S is how many shirts Carter has. And we are trying to find the total number of shirts he has. So our amount of shirts is what? It's getting bigger if we're trying to find the total amount of something. So we are either using multiplication or we're using addition because our amount is getting bigger. Let's go back to the word problem. Carter has 12 short sleeve shirts. He also, I'm going to put a circle around the word also. He also has 10 long sleeve shirts. That word also is an addition keyword. I have 12 shirts. I also have 10 shirts. I put them together. The total amount of shirts, it is addition. 12 plus 10 equals the amount of shirts that Carter has. Let's go to a new one. Mr. Ellis has 10 t-shirts. Working with t-shirts again. They are split into piles. Each pile has 5 t-shirts. So the letter P stands for the number of piles. So we're trying to find out how many piles he has. Maybe Mr. Ellis is doing some laundry. So he has 10 t-shirts and they are split into piles. Do you see a keyword in there as to what operation we're using? I do. Split. He is splitting his shirt into piles. And each pile has 5 t-shirts. So that means that if I make a pile here, let's make a pile here, and let's put 5 t-shirts in it. Here's my pile, and here's my 5 t-shirts. And have I gotten to 10 yet? Nope, so I'm going to make another pile with 5 t-shirts. Have I gotten to 10 yet? Yes, I have. 5 plus 5 is 10. But how many piles did I make? I made 2 piles. And so I split the amount of t-shirts up into 2 piles. So I divided in my word problem. Let's go on to the next one. Last problem we're looking at. Emma had a list of 22 books she wanted to read. Then she read 3 and crossed them off the list. The letter B stands for the number of books Emma has left on her list. Which equation can you use to find B? So let's look at B for books, right? We are trying to find out how many books she read. I'm sorry, that she has left to read. So she had 22 and she crossed them off her list. So what's happening to the amount of books? It's getting smaller, right? So when things get smaller in math, we are what? We are subtracting. Very good. So in this word problem, we are subtracting. So in word problems, I want you to think of what's happening to the amount and how it's happening. In the first problem, the amount of dancers was getting larger, right? We were adding the amount of dancers over and over again. So when the amount is getting larger at the same rate, the same number over and over again, you are multiplying. In the second one, we were adding the amount of shirts, but we weren't multiplying because we were adding different numbers, 12 plus 10. And the third one, we were dividing because we were splitting the amount of t-shirts that Mr. Ellis had. And then in the last one, like we just discussed, that we were subtracting because we were taking away the amount.